Alright, so this is the video for YouTube for the day. I'm just gonna do a quick, like, 5-minute video on the the retail Grotto rotate that we've been doing recently and how it's gone. So over the past 2 days, I've been playing the retail Grotto rotate the whole time that I've been playing. I've been warming up and then just doing this one rotate to get it as perfect as I can. And what I'm finding is that the more that we do it, the less times percentage wise we get the drum gun. So, get the minigun. Sorry. So what I mean by that is, like, if we do it like 100 times, getting it 25 times seems like a lot. But if we do it 1,000 times, getting it 250 times isn't actually that much. So that's what I've noticed. That's what I've noticed with the Brutus minigun rotate. We keep getting to the grotto. So we make it out of retail, like 90% of the time we make it out of retail. That's your off spawn location. If you land in the middle of nowhere, you're going to make it out 100% of the time. But then, you've got scuffed loot or you haven't got your first kill, so you're a little bit shaky still or whatever. But 90% of the time landing at a POI, we get out of retail. The problem comes here at the grotto. So if we make it out of here and we have like 2-4 kills, something like that, it usually wastes a lot of time. Now, the fight will end before first circle because me and Mark both go for finishing. Like, we both are finishers when it comes to the fights at retail. So we both will kill the people that are on us, no matter who's on us. But getting to the grotto and getting the minigun, then rotating out is a problem. So what I've found is that usually, when me and Mark are rotating to the grotto, if we rotate late, we will usually not get the minigun, but we'll kill 2 people in the grotto. Because what I've found is that there's actually a lot of people in arena and stuff who land at dirty and land on like the outskirts of dirty, and then use a boat to come to the grotto to get AKs and stuff. And the same thing from down south. A lot of people actually land here and run their whole loot path up this side of the map. All the way along here, there's campfires, fishing holes. Look at this, little bases, all this. And then you can run a boat in here, and then you get to the grotto. Now, if we go late, we usually end up running into 1 duo. If we go early, we usually end up running into 2. Now, the problem is, do me and Mark take the fights at retail initially, the ones where off spawn? One of my strongest points is actually off spawn, off rip, just killing people with what I have. Now, I don't need a shotgun to feel confident in a fight. I can go into a fight with just an AR and 50 shield or no shield at all and feel just as confident as when I have a tac shotgun. I'm not worried about that, and I'm pretty sure Mark is the same. But when we go into the grotto, we always third party. Now, if there's no fight going on, we usually just wait, because then we get the minigun free. We push in, we wait, we get a free shot, and then we kill them. And we usually try and focus the minigun guy. But what I'm finding is that we either get to choose between the retail fights or the grotto fights. Now, obviously, once we get the minigun, we get a lot more frags in mid-game and end-game. Like, from this point on, me and Mark didn't have a game with the minigun. Once we actually have the minigun in hand, we actually didn't have a game where we had less than 15 kills total. We just didn't. We had like 12 kills. That was like our worst one. So I'm not 100% sure on what to do with that. I think we probably need to run the off rip and get one of the duos who lands here, especially if they land on these buildings. Most people land houses. I don't know what draws people to the houses. It's the worst part of retail, in my opinion. You should land at the shops, because you can go from water tower to this area. There's a chest spawn, weapon spawn, chest spawn, weapon, chest, weapon, chest. It's just literally loot everywhere. Whereas in the houses, you're confined to your little area. You can't even expand. But once you get these buildings, like, you get this big building for free, you have the rest of this. Because no one's aiming for these little ones. They don't want the little ones because there's only a little bit of loot in them. They go for the big ones. Once you get these big buildings, it's over. You've already won. So I don't know. We also had an encounter today where the duo from Grotto flew out of the grotto as we were ziplining. So what this meant was that we got a lot of free tags, a lot. I hit one of them 120, and then I hit another one 90, and it was completely free tags, no fighting at all because they couldn't. They were gliding. So I don't know if we try and time that. I'd have to look at the video to see, what the actual timing of that was. I'm not 100% sure on that. So yeah, this is a little bit of deliberation to do with the retail grotto rotate. I think I'm definitely going to run this in the next event I play. I'll be playing the next event with bait. So we'll see how that goes. He's a bit more of an aggressor than Mark is. And I'll have to IGL for that one. But from now on, Mark is going to be running IGL in our duo. Because what I've found is that he makes very poor decisions on his own without a lot of guidance. Now, the problem with that is that I'm not 100% on top of people when I'm IGLing. I'm just like asking for like a lot. Like I'm asking for a lot, but I'm not constantly giving them commands like a lot of IGLs do. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pawn off IGL to Mark, and then I'm going to run my own game where my entire purpose is to allow Mark to make those poor decisions and then figure a way out of them for us. I can't say that to Mark, obviously, because then that would ruin my entire thing that was working out so well today, actually. But yeah, I have to have that happen, otherwise this isn't gonna work. So yeah, that's the Grotto retail rotate for day 2 of doing it for like 7 hours. Thanks for watching. Bye.